specifically narcissistic mothers of daughters, tend to...
Hey yo, what the frick was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank, bro. Put the gun down. It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank, bro.
Oh no, you popped in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. I'm about to call a captain, yo.
No, please, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And no one invading my property. Listen, I understand this video I'm gonna come off as probably like some uptight boomer, or I guess unk, as people like to call me, even though I'm 22 years old. Yeah, I'm probably gonna appear uptight or not cool or whatever, but this is an actual issue that kids these days. Wow, look at me. I'm already playing the part of an old person. Anyways, that kids these days should not be doing. I get it. People ding dong used to do ding dong ditching, but the difference between ding dong ditching was actually pretty dangerous too. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is Mr. Nightmare, and he even made a whole video about people telling their horror stories of when they used to like ding dong ditch with their friends. And teenagers are impressionable. I mean, there were times where I wanted to ding dong ditch, but I couldn't because I didn't have any friends to do it with, and I also knew the dangers behind ding dong ditching. The problem is, though, this trend, you're actually kicking doors. And I'm sorry, but you're going to go up to the wrong door one day and kick it so hard. You're going to be in the wrong neighborhood. And someone could just end your life right there. People can run. Kids can run away from this. And, they can appear alright. But the thing is that anyone, I don't know about you, but if I were to hear a loud bang on my door, I would immediately, be spooked and do something about the situation. Maybe not why I acted out, but I would definitely be getting maybe, the cops on the phone or something like that, because that would scare me. I would think that my life is in danger. And you could do that to the wrong person's door, and they may not hesitate to pull a gun on you. This is I don't know why parents are not monitoring what their children are doing online, because here's the thing, right? I don't think it's really TikTok's fault that this is happening, because I'm the type of person that's been trying to look up TikTok trends recently, and a lot of them sometimes don't even show up online anymore, because they're trying to make sure, hey, kids aren't doing these stupid things and harming themselves. You can't even find anything anymore about the Nido trend on TikTok, this thing where people would put in the microwave and it's dumb. But anyways, yeah, it's really the parents. Parents should be telling, hey, you don't just go banging on some stranger's door. You don't just try to kick in somebody's door, because that's how you get yourself in danger. That is how you put yourself in a terrible, bad situation that could end really badly for you when it should have never happened. So today we are going to be watching some videos about the door kick challenge, and I'm going to be giving you guys my commentary about the whole thing. Let's get into it. Just to quickly let you guys know, I'm going to have to mute audio on the first video because there's copyright audio playing. But stick around and watch the little clip I provide. It should be maybe a minute long at most, and yeah. Okay, now, if you guys tried to pay attention to the kids in this video, you can tell that a lot of them are very young. I don't even know if any of some of these kids don't even look like they're 13, okay? Some of these kids look like they're probably like 10 or 11 years old. Not even, maybe even 9. I would say around elementary school to early middle school age. So nowhere near 13. Well, a few years away from 13, but you get what I'm saying, right? Um, I feel like almost a little scared for these children because they're gonna go up to the wrong door one day and that's gonna be it. Like, I get it, you run for your life, so you get out of there immediately, but the thing is that, what was I gonna say? The thing is that, it's gonna be the wrong house one day. It's gonna be the wrong door one day. And you could trip while running, you may not see anything. Your shoelaces can go untied. And then somebody comes out the door ready to do what they gotta do. And then that's it. It's a stupid, dangerous thing that no kid should be attempting. And honestly, I don't see the kids or TikTok responsible in this situation. Kids are kids, and TikTok is TikTok, and I get it. Not everything on TikTok is good these days, unfortunately. But it is a fault of the parents for not monitoring what their children are doing. I'm not saying they need to be like helicopter parents, like they don't need to be that crazy. But it is the absolute fault of the parents for not, for not making their kids be a little bit more, responsible, for not making their kids do the right decisions. It is your fault for raising your child to not be smart in this situation. I had to, again, unfortunately, mute the audio because it's copyright music that they play in these videos. But yeah, as you can see, it's mainly children. I don't think any young adults my age are doing this. If they are way too addicted to social media and need to get off of social media and realize, you're about legally an adult by now. You are legally an adult, and you may not be 25 yet, but you should have enough common sense and brain capacity to know you don't do anything like that. And unfortunately, because so many of these teenagers were raised around technology, and don't get me wrong, I was raised around technology too growing up. Like, I grew up playing the DS, and then I got my first phone when I was 8, but I really didn't do much on it. But anyways, just because you grew up around technology doesn't mean that parents should be able to tell these kids, doesn't mean that parents shouldn't have a role in what these kids do. These parents should be responsible enough to tell their kids, hey, don't do that, or monitor at least what your children are doing. And the problem is, because these kids actually grew up around technology a lot more than my generation has, their brains are fried into thinking, well, I gotta do anything to get clout, because that's how I'll make it in this world. And it's like, yes, you could do some things, but don't do anything stupid like this where you'll get killed.
Bro ran faster than the Flash. No way Bro took the phone. Bro pooped his pants. Bro didn't just fall one, but he fell again.
What's good?
Bro was scared for his life.
So this video, I know it says, ditch, what is it called? Ding dong ditch in it, or doorbell ditch, whatever the heck it was called in there. So I get it, but it's still technically kicking the door challenge because these people are kicking doors. I hope everyone paid attention on the second and first video. Not what was shown first, but where it ranked the second and where it ranked the first. Because those are the situations where you could basically get hurt. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but in the last video that was shown, in that, the guy who got his door kicked on, or rang, ran after the kid. And then that other kid, in the video that was, ranked, second, the kid fell twice. If someone was to come out and start running and you fell twice like that, you would have been screwed. And that would have happened. That if someone were to came out of that house and go after that kid would have been screwed because he fell twice. So yeah, this trend is very dangerous, and I think a lot of people, I think TikTok themselves are starting to take a lot of these videos off because it is very hard to find videos where people are kicking doors. But not only that, but there's so many videos that are on TikTok now of people who got hit by this trend, and all it's doing is inconveniencing these people's days. When you get this trend done to you, unfortunately, yeah, it inconveniences your day. And people don't understand, too, well, especially teenagers, they don't understand that you have to pay money then to buy a new door. And they can't provide money because, first of all, they're kids. And second of all, you don't even know who they are. You may have their face, but you don't have their identification, like what their name is and who they are and where they go to school and all that other jazz. Okay, so this isn't exactly a video. This is more of an image that I found. And I'm just going to read this out to you guys, what was written in the description for this. Someone's child kicked down our door last night. My daughter and her 2-month-old baby sitting just feet away. 2A, waiting for the next school. Talk to your kids, people. Someone's going to get hurt. Yeah, and I completely agree with that. People, yeah, someone's kid is going to get hurt. People don't take this stuff lightly. Especially when a door is broken down like that. Like, that is absolutely crazy. Like, I don't know how strong you gotta be to kick a door down like that as a teenager. But my goodness, you must be playing soccer or something. Because that's absolutely crazy. But, yeah, people, like, you're gonna kick the wrong door one day. And that is how you're gonna end up dead at like 17 or 16 or even younger, because kids are doing this, you know, like in the first video I showed. Okay, now what shocks me about this one is this looks like a college dorm, and the fact that people are doing this in colleges and dorms is like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm sorry, but if you're like college age and you're actually like 17, 18, 19 doing this, like, you shouldn't even be in college, alright? Because that is so stupid and dumb to stoop low to, because you so badly want clout that you just got someone's door kicked in. Now they gotta get an RA or, what is it called? Or maintenance to help fix that door. And guess what? The person who's the real culprit isn't gonna get charged because dorms don't have Ring cameras on them. Real houses tend to have Ring cameras on them. That's just the way it works. And for someone like that to kick the door really hard, you're not only like putting somebody else's life at risk because now they have a door where they can't even lock it because it's off its hinges. You're making someone waste so much money that they could be using towards maybe student loans or maybe towards savings or towards whatever their future endeavors are. Oh, but at the end of the day, people don't have empathy, do they? Like, I'm serious when I say this, but these people absolutely need Jesus. Like, these kids who are doing this, even the stupid college kids who are doing this, you all need Jesus. Jesus. Now, there are also on TikTok these days, because there's a lot of people who, or I guess TikTok themselves have been removing videos of the Door King Challenge. There are a lot of, like TikToks from news sources saying how this trend is stupid and dangerous, and I'm going to show some of those. But I want to show a video of this guy explaining a situation that happened. And let me just say, let this guy's words hit you if you're a child, if you're a teenager and you're still thinking of doing this and you're watching this video. Let this guy speak to you real quick. Like listen to the words that come out of this guy's mouth and reconsider if you actually want to commit to doing this stupid challenge.
Well, y'all, sadly, what I feared was going to happen has happened. It was posted today. I was alerted by one of my followers that an 11-year-old Texas boy was shot and subsequently succumbed to his injuries doing this viral TikTok trend where these kids are running up to these doors and using their feet or jumping up against the door, anything but ringing the doorbell. They're beating on the doors, kicking the doors. Even seen video of them throwing themselves against the doors. And sadly, a 10-year-old boy, an 11-year-old boy, they initially said he was 10, but he's an 11. Now, I've got questions of why this boy was, an 11-year-old was out at 11 p.m. at night, but that's for another video, another time. Sadly, what I feared was going to happen has happened. Now, I've got an update on the 3 teens that brought this, to my knowledge, this viral trend. I hadn't heard anything about it until this. They have all been arrested. One of them being charged with felonies because of the damage to the property. The other 2 were being charged with loitering and prowling. So they're going to have their day in court. And I seriously hope that the court takes notice of the dangerous situation that these boys put themselves into and punishes them accordingly. I think they need to be punished harshly, believe it or not. Even though this did not end up in them having an issue, that 11-year-old boy did. So just to give you all a quick update on those 3 and down in Florida, they were arrested. One was charged with felonies. The other 2 were charged with prowling and loitering. But they were, held by gunpoint by the police, and, all that good stuff, which, could have went 10 different ways as it is. So, yeah, talk to you kids. Tell them that this stuff, they can't do this. They can't do this. We're going to end up with more young children, teens, being shot because eventually somebody's door is going to come open and the person on the other side of that door is going to be holding a gun. So please talk to your children. This can't keep up. They've got to stop doing this. Y'all have a good day.
I 110% agree with everything this guy has just said in this video. And the fact that an actual 11-year-old has died from doing this trend, if you're a child or a teenager and you're watching this video, let that sink in. An 11-year-old got shot from this trend. Don't do it, okay? Especially in Florida. Like, if you're doing this in Florida, you're absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure some of you, well, maybe most of you, maybe not all of you, are familiar with the Florida Man trend. Yeah, the Florida Man trend. You want to be in the next headline? You want to be doing stupid stuff like that? Don't be doing it. That's how you get shot. That's how you die. People probably can even go as far as pulling a knife out on you. It's not a good idea. It is stupid. And if you think that I'm just some unk that's just saying things to say things, then, you know what? If you want to try a challenge, test it. But I'm pretty sure it won't end good for you. Maybe you can get away because you can run really fast, but just remember, you can always bang on the wrong door, and somebody is going to do something to you. People, in a day and age where this world is so dangerous and everyone is in constant anxiety and panic mode, even some being in flight or fight, that is not a good idea to be pulling on anyone. You're inconveniencing someone's day and you're putting yourself in danger, and it's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely something you should not be doing. It is something that you should have more brain cells to comprehend that this is dumb and you shouldn't be following everything you see online.
Home security cameras have captured the door kick challenge from Arizona to Minnesota to California.
What may be fun or a cool thing to do amongst their friends and post it on social media is very traumatic to those and terrorizing to those on the other side of the door.
This year, 2 young people were shot and killed in similar incidents in Virginia and Texas. And last month, outside of Chicago, there were 5 reports of door kicking, leaving neighbors on edge.
It would be unnerving, for sure, to have that happen.
As police now try to silence the concerning trend.
Did you hear what was said? Two young people that shouldn't have done this trend, but were so influenced by social media and had neglectful parents, did this trend and ended up shot and dead at a young age. At a young age! They had their whole life ahead of them, and all that happened was they had neglectful parents that couldn't tell them, hey, this is not a good idea, you should not do that. And what ends up happening? Yeah, their funeral, basically, or whatever. And this trend is so stupid. Like, I really wish that kids have more common sense. And like I said, I understand our, millennials, Gen X, even Gen Z, I guess, to an extent. We've all done well, I haven't, but a lot of people have done the ding dong ditch challenge. But like I said, ding dong ditch is different, because you press the doorbell and you run away. When you kick someone's door in, that immediately sends out alerts in their heads and puts them in fight or fight response. And a lot of the time in fight or fight response, someone's going to pull out whatever they can to protect themselves. And in those two instances, it was guns. And I completely understand it, But it sucks. It sucks. Like, kids should not be doing this. And the parents who are not convincing their children to do this, or are not aware that their children are watching content like this, are neglectful. And they're not neglectful in the sense that, that they're they don't know that their child is watching this. They're neglectful in the sense that they have never taught their child to not do this. Or maybe they have, but it wasn't convincing enough to the child.
We just wake up to boom, 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 nonstop. I was petrified, and I come out, and my son's behind me, and I see that the whole door frame's busted in, so I called the police. I grabbed a knife. I had to take my son upstairs and hide him in his closet.
Based on where investigators are, it looks like it aligns with a national TikTok challenge called the Door Kick Challenge, where individuals are simply running up and kicking in doors.
Your kid gets shot and killed over this TikTok challenge, and you want to play victim, and then you're going to be upset. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and it's not going to be worth it for them in the long run.
I absolutely love what this woman said at the end of a video. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Because that is absolutely true. You are playing a stupid game with death here when you attempt to do this stupid challenge. The fact that she had a knife on her and things could have ended up badly should be concerning. And I don't blame her for using a knife as self-protection, especially because, you have kids at home and someone's doing that. That would, shock anybody that has young children and doesn't want them to get hurt. So I don't blame her for doing that. But you also see how her door looks? Now she has to get that fixed. And guess what? She has no security now until that door gets fixed. How unempathetic and narcissistic do you have to be to do this for clout and kick someone's door in? And maybe they're not intentionally trying to destroy the door frame. They just may have kicked a little bit too hard. But it's so narcissistic in the first place to even consider doing this because you want clout. You want to inconvenience somebody else's day, somebody else's night, scare them because you want clout and you want TikTok fame. And guess what? Half the time, that video I showed you in the beginning, you know how many likes that video got? 2 likes. That was a hard video to find too. I just somehow stumbled across it. But this just goes to show that this is a stupid video to do. I mean, a stupid trend to do. The other one, the second one I showed you guys, that took me 5 minutes to find. It wasn't a quick, easy search. No, this trend is so dangerous that there are more videos out there warning people to not do this than of people actually attempting this challenge. And I think that just goes to show that, maybe this is just a sign that you shouldn't be doing that. Just have some common sense. Just have some common sense. Stop being stupid. And I get it, like I said, kids are impressionable and all. But to be this impressionable to like actually inconveniencing somebody and playing a game with death, like really? This is how far you're willing to go? It is almost safer to be, I almost think, in a way, it is safer to be shot out of a cannon than to be playing this game. Because at least with a cannon, you have protection if you land in the proper spot. If you land on a trampoline or something comfy, you have protection. You don't have protection when doing this challenge. You have to make sure that you sprint and run and don't get caught. And the fact that those two boys got arrested goes to show that you're not always going to get away safely. It will come up and it will get you eventually. And it's just so stupid and dumb to do in the first place that you shouldn't do it. Be comfy at your home. Stay safe. Don't be doing stuff like this to get clout. Do something else. Be creative. Get a skill. Learn a hobby and make videos of that to try and get attention. You know, play guitar. Do whatever you want to do, crochet or whatever it is that you're interested in. Just don't be doing something stupid like this, is all I'm trying to say. Don't be doing something stupid like this. You're inconveniencing people, you're inconveniencing their day, and you're making more problems than you are, and you're just making problems for people. And if that doesn't, try to turn you away from doing this challenge, then I'm sorry, but you're just a narcissist. And your parents should have raised you a lot better. Because your sense of entitlement is absolutely appalling. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you are a child, please listen to me. Listen. Don't do this challenge. This is absolutely stupid. If you want to get shot and killed, fine. Whatever. That's on you. That's on anybody else. That is on you. If you saw this video, because there are so many warnings that have been in this video, and if your parents didn't, and if you just have done this and your parents didn't care enough, then you know what? You have awful parents. Your parents should not be parents. They should have you taken away. And I understand, taking away from your parents is sometimes a worse environment. But the fact that they are just gonna the fact that you're just neglected like that is awful. Awful for not teaching you what's right from wrong and how to be safe in this world. Because the lack of life skills then, how are you ever going to get through in life without getting hurt at least once? Without getting something bad happening to you? So, yeah, don't do this challenge. It's stupid. Just, when you want attention, do something else. Be creative for once. There is so much less creativity in this world, and I partially blame it on school, but also the fact that kids' brains are rotted by social media that they don't want to try anything new. So please, for the love of God, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't end up dead. Don't end up where you don't need to be. Stay safe. Be safe. Don't be doing anything stupid like this. Come on. You should know better. And that is all I have to say. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!